Sri Dolagovinda Panda on behalf of Coalition for Change in Odisha and National Coalition for Natural Farming, Odisha chapter, welcome all of you for today's lecture by respected Dr. Khadar Valli. And tomorrow we are meeting the farmers, 400 farmers from 4 blocks, and we will be talking about the natural farming or the organic farming, whatever you say, and also the millet. With this brief introduction, our objectives and the purpose of inviting Dr. Valli, I once again welcome you all and Dr. Valli and come to you. Thank you very much.
All the dignitaries on the stage for inviting me to Odisha, and it's a great pleasure to be with all the august audience. I am actually an out-of-the-box guy. I did my PhD in Ministry of Science, those days in 1980s or so. Fundamentally, for me, the things look differently. आपको एक कहानी सुनाता हूँ. I will first tell you the story, background. There was a king. He invited very good weaver from China. He said, "You weave the best cloth. I want to wear that and go on a procession in my kingdom." So this fellow said, "I will take 2 to 3 months." He said, "Oh, no problem, take your time." And he provided him everything, and then they started. So every day king used to ask, "What is the theory?" Actually, that fellow doesn't work at all. He simply used to sit in front of the thing and then act. Then slowly he said, "It's only intelligent people can see the cloth." So the expert said to the king, "Only intelligent people can see the cloth. So if you are not intelligent, you cannot see the cloth." So king came and said, "You see, so beautiful this cloth is." So if king says he is not able to see, that means he is not intelligent. So he said, "Oh yeah, it's wonderful." And then whoever the dignitaries, ministers come on, they all came to know that. They said, "Oh, so if I say I don't see the cloth, then he is not intelligent." So this so-called expert made everyone believe that he is doing something, and if they say otherwise, they are fools. So finally the day came, and he said, "Okay, let me wear the cloth." He said, "Yeah, we have stitched everything in your clothes." And he is actually standing nanga. But then the word is spread all over through the kingdom, the procession routes, that only intelligent people see, and if you cannot see means you are a fool, you are a stupid fellow. So he came, the procession is going on, and this fellow is running around nanga on the elephant, and he is wailing, and all are just, if someone opens, then they are stupid, So there was a small boy, 5-year-old boy standing. All it said, "Hey, king is nanga." I am like that boy. The whole world is taken for a ride by these so-called experts. All along, all over the world, tribals, Adivasis were eating something that was available around them. And if they get sick, they had some roots, leaves, vegetables around to heal them. It was already simple, very, very simple. And all over the world, there are more than 5,000 varieties of grains grown, and all of them belong to what are called C4 grasses. C4 is the genetic makeup of the grass. Your white rice is also a grass. Your wheat is also a grass. Your sugarcane is also a grass. Your bamboo is also a grass. Your durwa is also a grass. This Poaceae family has millions of varieties of grasses. The difference between C4 grass and C3 grass is that it makes its glucose when the seed is made. It builds up from carbon 3 called pyruvic acid. Bear with me the scientific details. I am so-called a scientist. Did my PhD from University of Science, which is one of the most prestigious institute even today. It was from a long time. And in fact, it was very difficult to get into the institute. To get just admission into the institute, there are umpteen number of interviews, exams, and things like that. It used to take 7 days to just go through the mill of the exams and interviews to get into the. All said and done, I did my PhD there, and I did work on steroids, sex hormones, testosterone, androstenedione, estrogen, progesterone. So, what does a steroid molecule do in our body? In the plants, how it is synthesized, in the mammals, how it works, in the microbes, what it does. So all these biological systems of steroid molecules, which are actually maintained in a very, very delicate balance in our bodies. And that's what decides when the baby is born, whether you are a girl or boy. So when the zygote is formed, when the embryo is formed, you are neither a boy or a girl. As the time goes by, the XY genes decide what has to be. So if testosterone increases, you become a boy. Your penis comes out and other things start happening. And when you reach adolescent, you get mustache and you become an adult male. Other way around, if estrogen takes over and it becomes a little more than the testosterone is subdued, you become a female. And then if it is out of whack, you become lesbian or gay, or you don't know what you are. All these things are decided by the very micro balance of these so-called sex hormones. So that's where I did my PhD. And from there I went to America, and don't mistake me, I'm millet man of India, all right, but I'm not about millets. I am about sustainability, I am about living things, I am about the environment, I am about the procedures and methods of food systems all over the world from whatever time that human race has been living on this planet. So all these kinds of things have been my cup of tea. So of course people call me love millet man of India because I am the first one on the human race trying to bring back the consciousness of the human race of the whole world towards these particular grasses. These are called C4 grasses. So I will be jumping from this to that subject to this subject, and I do not have limits. I don't draw myself into this group or that group. And this is the problem with the present day society, that a scientist is being demarked, compartmentalized, departmentalized, apartmentalized. And this culture of the Western thought process, trying to divide and look at things, has been the single reason why Right now in Bangalore, as we speak, every day a dead body announces itself after 10 to 15 days with its bad smell. Isn't it a big statement for you to digest? It is that we have been subjugated. Even the way we learn has been completely, absolutely unscientific. Our minds are, our comprehension, our sensibilities, sensitivities, and cognitive skills, comprehensive skills have all been eroded in the last 30 to 40 years because we have been divided. Even the way we learn is absolutely unscientific. So the holistic way of looking at things has been completely eliminated from the human race. Mental comprehension is completely divided, and we are dividing ourselves instead of looking at things as a whole. So I am a millet man, all right, but I always have been looking at things as a whole. So after finishing my PhD, I went to America, where I first met a small girl of 6 years of age, menstruating in a reception hall of a hospital. I asked the doctor, why is this girl menstruating at the age of 6? Because naturally, so far, no humans on this planet have menstruated below the age of 13 or 14. The history of human race. Why did this happen? And no one questioned. It's on? Yeah. Okay. Of course, the crowd is small. My voice is good enough to reach them. You can hear me, am I right? Yes. So the whole scientific community didn't stop and ask the question, why a 6-year-old girl is menstruating? I thought it was 1 or 2 cases, but then when I inquired, almost 90% of the girls in America were already menstruating at the age of 9 or 10 in 1986 or 87. Then as a scientist, I needed to know why that happened. Lo and behold, it was this so-called white revolution, making the babies drink milk out of a cow that didn't exist in Europe or North America. They just borrowed one of our cows from India because cows don't exist anywhere else on this planet. They manipulated genetically and had so-called in vitro fertilization. So without natural bull and cow interaction, they injected the sperms along with antibiotics and steroids, made the cow give birth, and manipulated the cow to give 20 to 25 liters of milk. This is the genetic nonsense they did, and they called that milk as food for the babies. In Europe and America, the ladies did not want to feed their babies. And this is where the problem started. So they invented this technology of IVF and making cow give 20 to 25 liters of milk. And so they could have millions of cows giving this huge amount of milk and declare that milk is complete food for human babies. Absolute nonsense scientifically. Because the amount of steroids present in that milk, cow's milk, is absolutely different from the hormonal balance of human mother's milk. It's absolutely different. And that was the reason why when the baby started taking that milk in a matter of 10, 15 years, the whole human race now giving birth to babies who can menstruate at the age of 6. In fact, now this technology has taken over all over the world. Now all over the world, the girls are menstruating even before 4 years. I have girls visiting my clinic. My daughter is a homeopathy doctor. She has a clinic in my house. Girls at at least minimum of 10 girls per month in India from rural places are visiting our clinic. The girls menstruating at the age of 4. And no doctor, no scientist, no policy maker, no university professor have asked this question even today, till today. That means we have been taking milk in the form of food, that too approved by all the scientists in the world, saying that it is complete food, it has calcium, and they are fortifying with different supplements, vitamin D, this and that. Fact of the matter is that tummy of humans switches off the gene to digest milk at the age of 2.5 to 3, period. That means even mother's milk is not going to be digested. Even if your mother gives a second baby and the milk is coming from the same breast, you give that milk to the first baby cannot digest it. This is a fact. This is a physiological fact. No one questions. What I am trying to communicate to you is that if human race stops drinking milk tomorrow onwards, next coming 6 months, we can close down 50% of the hospitals in the world. हिंदी में बात कर सकता हूँ, I thought you understand. So आधा के आधा हॉस्पिटल्स हम 6 महीने में बंद कर सकते हैं. This is science for you. And आधा के आधा लोग सबका सब बीमारियां गायब हो गए. PCOD, endometriosis, fibroids in the breast, fibroids in the uterus, ये सब का सब व्हाइट रेवोल्यूशन का कमाल है. बट हमने क्या किया? चाय पियो, कॉफी पियो. We killed the mountains of the planet, made sugar estate wherever there is water. We made coffee estates wherever there is cold weather, the mountainous areas, high altitudes. We made chai estates. Chai estate, sugar estate and coffee estates have ruined the planet's mountains 39% and spoiled the root of rivers. 80% of the rivers are dried up on this planet because you are all drinking coffee and tea. Can you digest this statement? So, आप सब लोग rivers को save करना है, हमारा धरती को save करना है, save the soil, save the rivers. People are running around with these statements, drinking tons of coffee, using tons of sugar. So आपको धरती माँ को रक्षण करना है तो आप कल से कॉफी, चाय, शुगर, चीनी को छोड़ देना है. Without this, no one on this planet, no policy, no leader can do anything about it. मालूम है मैं क्या बात कर रहा हूँ? ये सब लोग एक घोषणा दे रहे हैं, हम पर्यावरण को रक्षण करेंगे. ये बकवास लोग हैं. जब तक आप चाय, शुगर, कॉफी नहीं छूता है, छूना तक नहीं है, you should not even touch. जब भी आप बात करने को लायक है. That's why I call myself out of the box. So any environmentalist talks about saving the soil, saving the rivers. Be assured, if he is not talking about leaving the coffee, leaving the chai, leaving the sugar, he is not an environmentalist. There is no science in what he talks. No one can save the dharti unless you save the river. You cannot save the river unless you start removing the coffee plants and the chai plants on these mountains of the planet. Because that's where the rivers disappear. Because the water is not sinking in, the roots of the rivers have dried up because you are having small plants of coffee and tea, which cannot hold the water that rains on the mountains. And that's how the biggest rivers on this planet have been disappeared. And if this much science, the experts are not talking, I don't know why they call themselves experts. And this is the science. The same way, if you do not stop giving milk to your babies, you are the most unscientific mothers and scientists. So milk is not to be going, even a single drop of it should not go into your mouth. I have done this with thousands of babies that come to our clinic. Made them not to take milk, and it's been 20 years. There are girls and boys who have not seen the doctor even once, including my clinic. Every year they come and have blessings from me. Sir, we have not visited the doctor at all. And that's the way we need to live. There is no need for a doctor. If your food is right, no medicine is required. And if your food is wrong, no medicine works. Because so many people come to our clinic, they say, sir, I have gone to naturopathy, I have gone to homeopathy, I have gone to allopathy, I have gone to tatapathy. Tatapathy means urine, save your own urine. And they said, sir, all these have not worked. I have gone to Tirupati. Tirupati is a, So I casually tell them, you will only become Draupadi, nothing else. So no medicine works if your food is not right, because it is the food that is giving you disease. The rice, the wheat, is of C3 grasses, which do not have a mechanism to release glucose slowly and steadily into your blood. And our blood is a homeostatic fluid that has to roam around in the whole body 24/7 till you live, from the time the zygote is born in your mother's womb, which is the sole body of our system. Of course, though it is liquid, I call it a body, because without which, whose homeostasis is what gives you here. That means each and every biological reaction in our body generates toxic morbid waste, even if you eat the best of the best foods on this planet. Because it is inherent when you burn glucose that is present in your bloodstream, which is released into your bloodstream by the intestines when you digest your food, has to be carried in each and every cell to burn with the oxygen that the hemoglobin carries, releasing carbon dioxide. What is carbon dioxide? It's, after all, the oxidative process of glucose, which releases carbon dioxide and energy. Energy is trapped into the ATP, adenosine triphosphate, a battery molecule, which can then be associated with giving energy to any part of your body. Even if you want to breathe, you want to wink, you want to shit, you want to move your hand, you want to run, do anything. Any biological activity needs energy in the form of biological energy. So where does it come from? It comes from the chemical called glucose, burning it. And then when oxidizing the carbon to complete carbon dioxide. And if the carbon dioxide stays in your body, what happens to you? If I just press your nose and mouth for 3 minutes, you are dead. that is the most toxic gas we are producing each and every second. The most beautiful thing is called living. And if you don't produce energy, you are not living. And the most important living activity generates the most deadly poison. And that's what we call living. So, taking deep breath, you are generating energy. And if you don't breathe out, you are going to die. So, which is important? Both are important. So, people are all thinking, you need glucose, you need fat, you need this, you need that. That's all nutrition. You need vitamins, you need lavanas, you need this, all that is fine. Nutrition does not give you health alone by itself. What is more important is to clear the energy that is negatively generated. One example is carbon dioxide. Each and every reaction in our body generates negative energy called EMF, electron motor force or motive force. That means the energy pattern, the pyruvic acid cycle generates this EMF. Many people who think is free radical. It's not free radical. It is the free radical associated with the energy which is tumbling down the cytochrome system, and leak of this negative energy is going to transform, transcribe, manifest itself into toxic morbid waste. So, where is the source of disease? It is in the absence of not removing that, we are going to get the disease. So, what is your health secret? Is to remove this toxic morbid waste then and there. And if that is not associated with your food, then your food is not food. I am trying to define what food is. So far, the human race has selected the so-called food which doesn't have this aspect. And we are all experts, creating diet plans, this plan, that plan. Oh, curcumin, healthy cow, you will be better. Oh, you eat this fruit, you are better. No, we have created wonderful drug, morphine, glycogen, which reduces the sugar. But you are only transforming the morbid waste one into the other. So where is the root cause of the problem? Where is the disease generated? Are we having any scientific attitude or operation to remove that? So you need to create PMF, proton motive force, that can wipe out as the electron is tumbling down and leaking this energy where the problem is created. And that's what once in a while our Ayurveda fellows, come, we detox karo, panchakarma karenge aapko. Ye pilao, ye khilao, don't khilao, kuch bhi nahi dena, pani nahi pina. Ye sab panchakarma karenge. You feel better. Come on. After 3 months, come back again. You see the irrelevance of these activities. So again you are building up toxic morbid waste. इससे क्या फायदा होता है? क्या फायदा होता है? हमारा आयुर्वेद सेंटर्स रन. ये दवाओं का क्या फायदा होता है? They keep selling the tablets. इसीलिए मैं बोलता हूँ जभी आपका स्वास्थ्य खोया है कहाँ? रसोई घर में. तो ढूंढ रहे हैं hospitals. You see the foolishness of human race. You lose something there and search here. So you need to find some food that can clean up your system day in and day out. PMF है हमारा lignans, the fiber of this wonderful C4 grasses. C3 grasses do not have the fiber building when they make the grain. हमारा सफेद चावल और ये गेहूं में वो जेनेटिक कोड भी नहीं है, इसीलिए आपको कोई भी सफेद चावल, वो बासमती राइस बन सकता है या काला राइस या पीला राइस, सबका सब वेराइटीज में हमारा ये रेश का अनुपात फाइबर इज ओनली 0.2 ग्राम्स। तो इसका मतलब ये है कि आप जब सफेद चावल 100 ग्राम्स खाते हैं, उसमें छुपा हुआ कार्बोहाइड्रेट एक ग्लूकोज is a monomer, and you have dimer as called sucrose, which is sugar, and then the polycarbohydrates. You keep building up the chains of these monomers, you get into carbohydrates. पिष्ट पदार्थ बोलते हैं हम हिंदी में। So आपको ये पिष्ट पदार्थ में हमारा डाइजेस्टिव पाचन नाल में डालने से ये पिष्ट पदार्थ को हम तोड़ तोड़ कर ग्लूकोज बना के हमारा खून में मिलावट करते हैं। ये सब का सब काम 15 मिनट में बन जाता है जब आप ये सफेद चावल खा या गेहूं खा लेते हैं। गेहूं में 1 ग्राम अनुपात रेश है 1.2 ग्राम्स और सफेद चावल में 0.2 ग्राम्स। सो रेश ना होने से हमारा कार्बोहाइड्रेट मेटाबॉलिज्म पाचन नाल में 15 मिनट में खत्म हो जाता है, क्योंकि हमारा हाइड्रोलाइसिस, the so-called lipase, amylase and many carbohydrate digesting enzymes do not have any resistance to digest carbohydrate into glucose। सबका सब काम 15 मिनट में बन जाता है। सो आप एक पराठा खाया, एक कुलचा खाया, एक इडली खाया, एक डोसा खाया, 15 मिनट में आपका खून में एक ग्लूकोज बाढ़ जैसा आ जाता है। सो बाढ़ जैसा आने दो, हमको ग्लूकोज चाहिए, हम हर जीव कोश में भरेंगे और बायोलॉजिकल एनर्जी बना देंगे, वो तो सही है, लेकिन ये खून तो चलना है, चलने के लिए उसको एक पतलापन चाहिए, वो पतलापन खराब हो जाएगा, आप ग्लूकोज ज्यादा बढ़ गया। सो शक्कर पानी में डाल के 2 मिनट आप हीट कर दीजिए, हमारा खून का टेम्परेचर तक 15 मिनट में वो गाढ़ बन जाएगा, इट बिकम्स थिक। सो आपका खून चलने के लिए आपका हृदय ज्यादा काम करना है, वही होता है ज्यादा बीपी। सो बीपी कैसे आ गया आपको? यू हैव फिल्ड योर ब्लड विथ मोर ग्लूकोज देन नेसेसरी। 5 ग्राम होने से होम्योस्टैसिस मेंटेन कर सकते हैं। सो आप एक इडली खाया या परोठा खाया, 20 ग्राम ग्लूकोज डाल दिया है। सो वो निभाने के लिए क्या करता है, हमारा जिगर और मेरुजीरकांग, पैंक्रियास, स्प्लीन और निर्नाल ग्रंथि, एंडोक्राइन सिस्टम, उसको कोलेस्ट्रॉल में कन्वर्ट कर देता है, उसको ट्राइग्लिसराइड्स में कन्वर्ट करता है, उसको रोमेटिक फैक्टर में कन्वर्ट करता है। ये सब का सब हमको धीरे धीरे जरा सा प्रमाण में चाहिए। कोलेस्ट्रॉल चाहिए, इसीलिए हमारा त्वचा के अंदर वो घुसा के सूर्य किरण लगने से विटामिन डी बना सकता है। ये विटामिन डी is another kind of antioxidant to clean up dirt in our body, to make your bones strong, to make calcium move from one place to the other। ऐसा बहुत सारा बायोलॉजिकल रिएक्शंस को साथ देने के लिए हम विटामिन डी हमारा त्वचा के अंदर हम हर रोज बनाना है, लेकिन हम क्या कर रहे हैं? इन द नेम ऑफ साइंस फोर्टिफाइड मिल्क के रूप में पी रहे हैं। And the most deficient vitamin D आजकल all over the world, not just in so-called nutritionally deficient places, all over the world, maximum vitamin D is in Europe and America, because they do not have this sun all over. And they have been eating all kinds of animal products thinking they will get vitamin D and vitamin B12. विटामिन B12 तो हम हमारा गट के अंदर माइक्रोब्स के साथ सिम्बायोटिक लिविंग के अंदर बनाना है, बट दे आर गिविंग यू इंजेक्शंस, टैबलेट्स. यही है उसका एजेंडा. आपको कुछ कम करो, हम टैबलेट के रूप में. दिस इज व्हाट FDA and WHO have been doing all along. हम समझ रहे हैं वो साइंटिफिक है. आयरनी यही है कि whatever FDA decides is the science. हमारा साइंटिस्ट एक भी ये ना पूछ रहे कैसे हम एक ग्लूकोज इम्बैलेंस बना के स्वास्थ्य रख सकते हैं हमारा शरीर को. ला ला के ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन के नाम पर हर साल हमारा गवर्नमेंट राइट्स 2.39 lakh crores of subsidy for this fertilizer and food industry. उसका अकाउंट भी नहीं है. तो आप लोग समझ रहे हैं गेहूं आपके लिए 50 रुपए में मिल रहा है, लेकिन हर केजी उत्पादन का कॉस्ट इज 3,200 रुपीज. जब हर आदमी 1 किलो गेहूं खा रहा है उतना पैसा हम भर रहे हैं, लेकिन ये एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव प्रोसेसेस ऑफ PDS दिस दैट सब लोगों को ये बोल रहे हैं हम फ्री में दे रहे हैं. नहीं तो हमारा साउथ में 1 रुपए किलो, 10 रुपए किलो, 5 किलो फॉर 2 रुपीज. ये सब ये इलेक्शंस का ड्रामा, बकवास हंगामा. हर आदमी is actually paying 3,200 rupees every time anyone consumes on this planet गेहूं और चावल. क्योंकि 1 किलो चावल बनाने के लिए हम 8,000 लीटर्स ऑफ पोर्टेबल वाटर उसको लगाना है, क्योंकि वो C3 प्लांट है. वो पानी भरने से यील्ड ज्यादा होता है. वही मैजिक दिखा के ये फर्टिलाइजर कंपनीज ने हर गवर्नमेंट को हर देश में गुलाम बन दिया. We are growing 30 quintals in 1 acre. You see the magic of green revolution. ये फर्टिलाइजर्स कहाँ से आया? When the Second World War stopped, all the materials they used for bombs, ये बॉम्ब स्फोट करने के लिए इस्तेमाल हुआ, वो केमिकल्स को फर्टिलाइजर्स का रूप में बनाया गया. In fact, in the beginning of the fertilizer industry, they used to get free this raw material from the machine of war. So ये war technology हमको फर्टिलाइजर का रूप में प्रत्यक्ष वो एग्रीकल्चरल डिपार्टमेंट को बन गया. That is FDA. They decided where everything should be grown. So हमारे पास ये फर्टिलाइजर है, हम ये डालने से आपको 1 किलो के अंदाज हम 30 किलो बना सकते. That's how they started selling. So सबका सब हरित विप्लव के नाम पर डैम बनाओ, माइनिंग करो, इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन. So basically you are all eating industrial food. वो तो food ही नहीं है. So food became industrial food and people, मेरा जैसा लोग उस 80s में जंक फूड कर रहे. अभी तो वो फूड को निकाल देना जंक. Food became junk food, now junk food became junk. So when you are not eating food that can not only give you nutrition but clean you up, mala, mutra, sweda, nidra. mala, mutra और नींद, ये 4 विधानों में हम हमारा देश और देह. If everyone sleeps well, then the country will be better. We are disturbing our sleep in the night. We are not getting up in the morning when the sun rises. Without the sunrise, the orange color rays falling on your skin, 108 biological steps do not function properly. It's not just vitamin D, it is the circadian cycle, it is the rods and cones clicking in your eyes, it is the corticosteroid metabolism not getting right. All these things go haywire. इसलिए हमारा पूर्वजों ने पारंपरिक वे में सूर्य नमस्कार का बहुत प्रामुख्य किया है। कितना लोग ऑरेंज कलर सूर्य भगवान को देखा है पिछला 3 महीने में, कितना बार देखा है? That means if you want to have health on your body, minimum of 4 to 5 days in 15 days, you need to make that happen. No expert till today, all the doctors, multi-speciality hospitals, they are willing to build a photo room, but not suggest you to go and see the orange colors. You see the business. इतना सस्ते में हर दिन भगवान तो अपॉइंटमेंट दे रहा है, हमारा अपॉइंटमेंट तो 24/7 क्वार्टर 90 सुबह में नहीं उठ रहे हैं, पार्टीज बना रहे हैं, रात में तो हम सोना है. So no doctor is telling sleep. आजकल ये स्पिरिचुअल लीडर्स वही आके don't sleep after 3, don't sleep after 2, sleep only for 3 hours. ये बकवास अदर साइड इफेक्ट्स है. क्या कर रहे हैं? It is the sleep that eliminates 50% of your toxicity in the body. Because all the metabolisms have to be at the lowest level so that the cleaning takes place. So without cleaning, there is no health. So your food is not just to be nutritional, it has to also be healing. To remove the toxic waste, you need something that can absorb this negative energy. It's called proton motive force, which is the lignons. Lignons are pool of aromatic molecules floating in your blood, sucking up all these negative things there and there. See, imagine this is a wood. I stand on the wood and touch the electricity. Nothing happens to me. This is pool of aromatic electrons. Lignin. Lignons are precursors. And these 5 millets have plenty of lignons in their fiber. And Kodo millet has got 9 grams of. मालूम है मैं क्या बात कर रहा हूँ? Why these 5 grains are the best health givers on this planet? There may be many more, but I have worked with this 5 in my lifetime. If I need to work on some more of them, I need another 10-15 years. Because every aspect of it has to be experimentally verified and understood. So Kodo millet has got 9 grams of fiber out of 100 grams, 9%. Now, and so on, because now little millet has got 9.8 grams. Foxtail millet, कुटकी बोलते हैं, कांगू, और कांगू 8%. ब्राउन टॉप मिलेट, हरा सावा बोलते हैं, हमारा साउथ में अभी भी बाकी है. आप उड़ीसा में भी वो उगाते थे, लेकिन it has been destroyed. All these wonderful local foods have been destroyed. Even the seeds do not exist in all other countries. Foxtail millet to Italian millet. It's known as Italian millet. Brown top millet is known as American millet. अभी भी वो लोग वो उगा रहे हैं, कोलोराडो, tons and tons of it. लेकिन उसका मूर्खता यही है कि वो not for human consumptions लिखा, वो bird feed लिखा है. वो देख के हमारा देश में भी ये सब bird feed बन गया. the best fiber is in brown top millet, 12.5%. और सावा में 9.8 एंड बॉर्नयार्ड झिंगोरा बोलते हैं कहाँ और जगह पे वो कंगनी में यहाँ पे बॉर्नयार्ड मिलेट झिंगोरा बोलते हैं हाँ शीरा ओके I don't know what this is. So basically in some other part of Indian land they call kutki, kangani और सावा, हरा सावा, कोदो, ये 5 दाना. Names may be different, but in English it's called foxtail millet, क्योंकि उसका वो pinnacle is just like foxtail. Sawa is little millet, also known as व्रत का चावल. Why do you think it is व्रत का चावल? वहाँ क्लू मिल रहा है आपको its scientific nature. वो सवा खाने से आपको पेट में हर 2-2 घंटे में आपको ग्लूकोज मिल जाता है क्योंकि उसमें 9.8% फाइबर है. आपको कार्बोहाइड्रेट को खून में मिलाने के लिए टाइम लगता है. आपको खाने के बाद 10 घंटे तक धीरे धीरे आपको ग्लूकोज मिलावट होता है खून में. वही है ट्रिक. And that is the beauty of this millets. It gives you glucose slowly and steadily into your bloodstream. कभी भी कहाँ पे भी आपका glucose homeostasis is not disturbed. That is the moola mantra of swastika. When your blood homeostasis is maintained, when you eat something, that is your food. So at any given point of time, there is no need for you to build cholesterol, no need to build your triglycerides, no need to build glycogen, no need to build fat, no need to build meat. आप गेहूं चावल खाया 3 सालों में आपका पेट ऊपर आ जाता. महिला 9 months गर्भवती बनता है, जेंट्स लाइफ लॉन्ग गर्भवती, क्योंकि वो उतारने के लिए कोई तरीका नहीं है. क्योंकि आप समझ रहे हैं चावल और गेहूं हमारा खाना बहुत अच्छा है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि this so-called corporate scientists have made sure the whole bloody world eats only rice and wheat as the main food. And all the local foods have been wiped out from the plates of human beings. This is the most dangerous thing that has happened in the last 50 years. And no scientist till today has asked a single question. How can you have rice and wheat as human food? Because it is disturbing homeostasis of the blood. And that is the sole reason for our BP, for our diabetes, for our thyroid problems, for our rheumatism problem, for our arthritis problem, and for our obesity, and hence many other diseases transporting from it. So it is just like environmentalists saying, don't talk about coffee and tea and sugar, let us solve the problem of global warming. How can you solve all these diseases without addressing rice and wheat? So you understand now where the health has gone? वो तो सही है, हम तो गेहूं चावल हमारा रसोई घर में नहीं बना रहा है, जोमेटो स्विगी ऑर्डर करके खा. So the Christians are wiped out all over the world. हमारा बेंगलुरु में आजकल हर रोज 90 lakhs of orders. 90 lakh Zomato Swiggy orders per day, and we are 1.1 crores. So who is cooking? And because Bangalore is doing that, smaller town does this. Because smaller town is doing that, the villages do this. एक किसान सौं उगाते हैं लेकिन खाना चाहता है मिलेट्स नहीं. He is growing millets. He doesn't want to eat it. क्यों? आप सब लोग मिलेट्स नहीं खा रहे हैं, आप सब लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? नूडल्स खा रहे हैं। माँ नहीं चाहिए, बाप नहीं चाहिए, 2 मिनट में नूडल बना सकते हैं। एक big iconic figure comes and talks to you on the TV every 3-4 minutes once. So the local foods are made to be useless. So when I came back in 1997, Karnataka was growing millets, but the farmer who grows gets 1 rupee, 2 rupees kilo, because they were all collecting in the so-called agricultural AP yards, APMC yards, agricultural produce. A government all over the country is 1 rupee, 2 rupees per kilo. That fellow is producing the best of the foods, and he doesn't eat because our government is producing so-called rice and wheat at the behest of this big agricultural mayhem, distributing it for free in the name of free quotes. And everyone wants to eat that. Oh, चावल और गेहूं खा के क्या हो रहा है? दशक में हमारा डायबिटिक पेशेंट्स का परसेंटेज 5% भरा के हम ग्राफ को ऊपर ले रहे हैं। आजकल रियल परसेंटेज ऑफ डायबिटिक पेशेंट्स 41%. ऑफ कोर्स गवर्नमेंट नंबर्स आर डिफरेंट। हर घर में एक डायबिटिक पेशेंट है। एक क्या, दो है, दो क्या, तीन है। We have juvenile diabetes. That means below 10 years बच्चियों को ये डायबिटीज हो रहा है, उसके शरीर के अंदर पैंक्रियास does not work because there is so much glucose intolerance. Insulin is absolutely switched off. Gluten, गेहूं का ग्लूटेन जाके वो बीटा सेल्स को स्विच ऑफ, and we consider it is a genetic disease. इतना बकवास है। Then nowadays the pregnant women 68% are dead because the hormones are disturbed, the glucose is disturbed, the system is not working, and the whole thing is confused. You have sugar levels going up. Please take insulin. External hormone disturbs much more, and you become permanently. Nobody become daily taker. क्या बात है? Diabetic patients have been increasing every 5-10 years, and WHO goes on predicting by 2025 India will have more than 50% diabetic patients. यही है उसका काम। कहाँ है प्रॉब्लम? It is your food that is making you sick because it is giving you all these systems. So we are not cleaning up. You have nutrition. Nutrition तो सब जगह पे है, but they are not healing. So these millets, because of their wonderful structure, are not only nutritional but healing grains. सब लोग, I am happy at least now people are recognized millets are nutritional, better than rice and wheat. क्योंकि all the people who have eaten rice and wheat are still nutritionally malnourished. This is the problem with the so-called science, present-day science. Because it is not science, it is corporate science. Whatever suits them to sell their tablets, sell their technology, MRI scan, PT scan, ST scan, this scan, that scan. At the most, they will want to remove your organ by organ because they can make more and more. You see, this is business, it is not science. Till today, no one has tried to address the issue. कहाँ से हम स्वास्थ्य खो रहे हैं और अनारोग्य हम उगा रहे हैं. We are not making diseases, we are manufacturing. And crores and trillions of dollars are spent on this so-called health. They call it health industry. Is it really health industry? It is a sick industry. Because no one has talked about health till now. स्वास्थ्य वही होता है जब हम अनारोग्य को नहीं उत्पादन करते हैं. So medicine has nothing to do with health. It is something to do with the diseased condition, to just stop the disease or maintain the disease. And these are the definitions of medicines. वो आयुर्वेदा हो, वो होम्योपैथी हो, कुछ भी हो. These pathis are not addressing the issue of health. They are addressing the issue of disease. And disease and health are connected together. तो आपको वो सॉल्व करने के लिए सही आहार चाहिए. आपका आहार सही है, औषधि का जरूरत नहीं. आपका आहार सही नहीं है, कोई औषध काम नहीं करता. दिस इज द इक्वेशन. सो इसके लिए हम सही आहार को ढूंढने पड़ा. दिस इज द पैटर्न. हम ढूंढने को निकाला. ये 5 दाना हमको मिला है. कहाँ? फाइबर टू कार्बोहाइड्रेट रेशियो बन जाता है सिंगल डिजिट. सो ब्राउन टॉप मिलेट में 69% कार्बोहाइड्रेट है. उसको ये रेश से भागाकार करने से 5.5. वैसा ही ये 5 दाना में सिंगल डिजिट्स. Just for example, I have told you about one. You can see I have given all the information. हम आपको PDF भेज देते हैं सर, सब लोगों को भेज सकते हैं. You can distribute to everyone. It is free. अभी वो ही हम ये पाश्चात्य विधानों से गिरकर हम हमारा बुद्धि को बेचने का बुद्धिमान बन गए. The so-called patent culture, intellectual right, property rights, all nonsense. विचार को भेंटने के लिए, बांटने के लिए. What are we doing? In the name of patent, in the name of, and इतना बुरा बन गया है. हम हमारा आयुर्वेदा चूर्णों को प्लास्टिक डब्बा में लगा लगा के बेच रहे हैं. And there is a department called Ayush which is giving permission for that. The most unscientific thing you can do. और बकवास. एक ही बात है, ये बकवास. You might have created a huge system, but it is बकवास. We are following these laws. So, और एक बात बताता हूँ. Just become 11:28. I have told everything that has to be told till now. मैं सूर्य नमस्कार का बात किया हूँ और एक आसन का बात करता हूँ. पहला 3 उंगली है. पहला 3 उंगली पे बैठ के आपका बटक्स को एक ऐसा हल्के से आपका गुदद्वार खुल जाए. Whether you like it or not, the shit comes out like that. This is called manas. मेरा दामाद अभी घर बना रहा है. वहाँ हार्डवेयर शॉप पे जाके भारतीय कमोड के लिए पूछा. वो तो नहीं, वेस्टर्न टॉयलेट थी अब मार्केट में. सो कहाँ ऐसा तो नहीं पड़ रहा है. Pressure, you have hemorrhoids, spikes, this, that, all that. The most unscientific way of defilling yourself. And when you sit and eat like this on the table, the same thing. This is not strict. आपको तो ऐसा बैठ के खाना है. This is the most scientific way. This is called sutas. So we are importing every stupid thing that these guys do. And so what can we be called? If they are stupid, we are idiots. So हर एक चीज पूरा विश्व में a western thought process भरा है. What am I trying to establish is there is no science the way we are living right now. Absolutely unscientific. It's not the food, it is the way things that are done. Centralizing things is the most unscientific thing because things are decentralized. And the whole world is trying to centralize. Who is who? WHO to decide that what is happening here in our village. They decide the protocols to treat people. What nonsense is it? तो यही है हम बात करना चाहते हैं. So people call me Millet Man of India, but I take that with lot of respect. But I am talking about local foods, decentralization, sustainability, food for future. I have set out to change the world. Whether I do it or not, whether I am successful or not, I don't care. At least I have put my efforts. I have been doing this for the last 30 years. And I am not interested whether the world will change or not, but I want to change the world. हम तो ये कोशिश में 30 साल गुजरे हैं, and whatever time I live, I will keep doing this. Because I believe I am talking the science. And इस बात का मदद करने के ओर में हम सैकड़ों नहीं हैं, हजारों नहीं हैं, लाखों रोगियों को, हो डायबिटीज हो, गैंग्रीन हो, कैंसर हो, हार्मोन डिस्टर्बेंसेस हो, मेंटल डिस्टर्बेंसेस हो, ये सब का सब एक ही बात है, बीमारी है. There is no compartmentalization. When the disease is generated, it transforms itself into different diseases. Disease तो एक ही है. That is EMF. आपको PMF देना चाहिए आपका आहार में. वही हम दे रहे हैं ये 5 दानों के रूप में. स्वा का रेश आपका जेनाइटल ऑर्गन्स को शुद्ध कर सकता है. All the negative energy created in your genital system is cleaned up by little millet fiber. Our foxtail millet fiber cleans up your lungs and nervous system. कोडो चावल आपका bone marrow and blood system is cleaned up. Our barnyard millet आपका soft parts, अंदर क्या क्या सॉफ्ट मृद अंग बोलते हैं, लाइक जिगर, पैंक्रियास, किडनी, ये सब का सबको कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स हुआ तो वो रेश ये शुद्ध करने में कामयाब होता है. और अंत में ब्राउन टॉप मिलेट, हरा सांप बोलते हैं, उसका रेश आपका मुंह से गुदद्वार तक, whatever is involved, nerves, things, that, all that can be. So ये 5 दाना खाने से हमारा अंग अंग हर दिन पंचकर्मा हो जाता है. That is the most natural way of doing. और मैं क्या बात कर रहा हूँ? So we are eliminating the disease at the place of root, the birthplace of the disease. वो सेल हो सकता है, ऑर्गेनेल हो सकता है, ऑर्गन हो सकता है, होल बॉडी हो सकता है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। तो आप ये 5 दाना 2 दिन छोड़ के 2 दिन कुल मिला के नहीं खा सकते हैं, क्यों? ये रेश का प्रमाण कम पड़ जाता है। You can only eat 100 grams, say a person can. So all 5 आप कुल मिला के खा लिया, 20 ग्राम है। 20 ग्राम में रेश का प्रमाण और 10 गुना ज्यादा है, कम है। So you hardly get any cleaning material in your body. You are getting energy, but cleaning is not happening in any part of the body. तो क्या होता है ऐसा खाने से आपको फिर और एक बार बीमारी बढ़ जाता है। सो कुछ दिनों के बाद, ये महीने या साल के बाद आपका शरीर में और एक बार पंचकर्मा करने के लिए जरूरत पड़ता है, तो वो तो सही नहीं है। इसीलिए हम बोलते हैं मिलेट्स को मिला के नहीं खाना, हर मिलेट को 2 दिन या 3 दिन खाने का जरूरत है। So you eat millets separately 2 to 3 days once, change. Then you are cleaning up the whole body in a matter of 10 days, you are ready to go. And हमारा खून तो 3 महीने में ऐसा ही नया बनता है। वो नया बनने के वक्त में आपका बोन मैरो और ब्लड सही बन सकता है। Then you are replenished. ऐसा ही हमारा श्वास कोश में और नर्व नसों को 7 साल लगेगा। Neurons and nephrons take 7 years to replenish. Longest time. That's why you have any brain-related problem or accidents happen, nerves go haywire. It's almost difficult to cure. Still, when you eat millets, you start gaining years. Because even nerves, after 7 years, they get healed. New things come, they get better. So that means there is no disease theoretically that we cannot eliminate from our body. आप जब ये 5 दानों को आपका थाली में भरने लगा, इतना सिंपल है, क्योंकि ये 5 दाने को हम उगा सकते हैं जहां 4 बारिश हो, बस इतना ही। When you sow, there should be rain, and in between there should be rain, and no rain should be there when it comes to harvest. So सब किसानों को एक ही मात्र warning: when you harvest, there should not be rain. That's all. So आप कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं, बैक कैलकुलेशन। हर किसान एक काम जरूरी समझना है। तो when you grow kodo millet, it is 4.5 months crop. So if you are in a region where there is rain for 4 months, so you want to sow it in the beginning of so kodo millet will be the first millet you want to sow. And brown top millet is only 60 days. 60 days में वो पिनाकल बनता है, कंकी बोलते हैं, क्या बोलते हैं सर? The grain formation, ओडिशा में क्या बोलते हैं? किंडा बन जाता है 60 डेज में, 70 डेज में कट आउट हो जाता है। सो यू कैन कैलकुलेट। सो आपका मौसम ये वर्षा काल अगस्त में खत्म होता है, तो अगस्त जुलाई, सो समवेयर इन जून लास्ट वीक यू वांट टू सो। If your rainy season is getting over in October, so you do October, September. So August end you have to sow brown top. और foxtail millet को 90 days चाहिए. So 80 days the kandi बनता है, 90 days को कटा. So when there is rain, when you are having harvest, of course all grains you should never harvest when it is raining, because it has to dry. Otherwise you will have fungus, this and that. So बस इतना ही याद रखना है। So if you have a sprinkler system, once in 3 days you sprinkle half an hour, your crop is ready in a matter of 60 days for brown top, 30 days for foxtail, barnyard, and little millet. Little millet is called swan. Okay, and kodo is 4 months and 4.5 months you can. There are some varieties here and there, some 5 days this side, that side, depending upon where you are. So इतना ही हम बोलना चाहते हैं. I have told almost everything that you require. In extensive manner, information is filled in the books. They are all available freely. So the most scientific way of designing our food is to understand what the nature of food should be. वो सब का सब निर्वचन हमारा ये 5 दाने में. It gives you nutrition. There is no other grain which has got lignans in there. No other grain in the world. That's why I tell, no diet plan can give you complete health. क्योंकि lignans नहीं है आपके पास. Total PMF cover करता है ये. So some people say curcumin is good. It's good for some particular part. Some people कहते हैं Hing is good for you. Some people कहते हैं neem is good for you. Some people ये सब का सब अच्छा है, लेकिन there are phytochemicals with very narrow EMF. Broad range of EMF. आपको ये दाना का रेशमी, the fiber, the lignans are available in this wonderful fibers. इसीलिए हम उसका छिलका निकालने में बहुत समझदार बनना है. ये बड़ा बड़ा मिशंस डालने से क्या होता है, वो छिलका निकालने में लिग्नास चल जाता है. सो इसीलिए अनपॉलिश्ड बहुत जरूरी. इसलिए हम लोकली डिजाइन करके एक महिला हर रोज 20 किलो छिलका निकाल सकते हैं विदाउट लूजिंग द लिग्नास. वो मेथड भी हम डेवलप किया है, बुच्ची मेथड. यू कैन से डॉक्टर खादर बुच्ची मेथड, यूट्यूब में सबका सब वीडियो लगा है. बुच्ची मेथड डॉक्टर खादर, हाउ टू प्रोसेस एट होम. So machines बन के आप you can sell and all that. Saltex machine, 1 crore rupee machine is also we have designed. I am not talking about that. I am talking about a single lady in a house can make 20 kilos per day. That's good for almost 1 week or so for a family of 5. And another beautiful thing about this millets, 1 kilo of millet when you soak. क्यों सोक करना है, क्यों भिगोना है? सब लोग मानते हैं सफेद चावल तो कुकर में 2 मिनट करके पका सकते हैं. वैसा ये नहीं बनता है, क्योंकि इसमें रेश का प्रमाण ज्यादा है. ज्यादा नहीं है, सही प्रमाण में है. हमारे लिए कितना चाहिए उतना भगवान इस दाने में लगा देता है. So 8 grams is not rich fiber. Because you are used to eating this rice and wheat which has no fiber, you are saying this is high fiber. ये high fiber नहीं है, ये right fiber है. और इसीलिए ये slow carbohydrate है. सब लोग मान रहे हैं low carb चाहिए, high fat चाहिए, वो दोनों सही नहीं है. It is not low carb. Everything has got carbohydrates. But it is the slow carb that you need for health, not low carb. Slow carb. Slowly release of glucose into your bloodstream. That wonderful job is done by the fiber, and the wonderful job of cleaning is done by the soluble fiber. Insoluble fiber क्या करता है, आपको गट में जाके बैठकर different microbes को आवाहन करता है. That is another wonderful job which does the distribution of all the nutrients properly with the symbiotic bacteria. Sab definition of health is incorporated into this wonderful fibers. आप रागी का बात क्या है, बाजरा का बात क्या है, other 4-5 millets, उसका प्रमाण रेश का बहुत कम है. रागी में 3.6, बकवीट में 4, एंड सो कॉल्ड किनोवा एक ट्रेंड बन गया है. वो तो ग्रेन ही नहीं है, वो सूडो ग्रेन है. इट्स ए वेजिटेबल, इट्स ए ग्रीन वेजिटेबल का सीड है. तो वो तो सस्टेनेबल नहीं, एब्सोल्युटली जीरो है, ये सब का सब ट्रेंड है और दिस सो कॉल्ड बिजनेस स्टफ. So don't even think of quinoa as food. It's a useless thing. Okay. And what else? You are understanding all the points that are very important for our health, for sustainability. And ये तो उगाने के लिए 4 बारिश का जरूरत है. 4 बारिश तो हमारा देश में हर जगह पे होते हैं. That means 90% of the land is your food producing land. हम तो मुट्ठाला बन गए हैं, मूर्ख बन गए हैं, idiots became in implementing this irrigation as our agricultural mainstream. So the remaining 90% we are saying it's not fit for food. असलियत में वही है हमारा खाना, वही है हमारा. So you can grow food in 90 acres, and with irrigation you can only grow 10 acres out of 100. So even if you grow 10 acres, 30 quintals, you are only growing 300 quintals. Here 90 acres, 10 quintals, you are growing 900 quintals. So without doing anything, without disturbing nature, without having anything to do with, you are growing 900 quintals. And आप 1 क्विंटल में आप 10 लोग खा सकते हैं, क्योंकि भिगोने से इतना बन जाता है. और इतना खाने से आपको हर 24 hours you can be all right. So if I eat morning 5 or 10 idlis of kodo, I don't need food till tomorrow. लेकिन हमारा डॉक्टर्स क्या बोल रहे हैं? 2-2 घंटे को खाना है, हर 2 घंटे खाता ही रहना है और कुछ काम नहीं है. And that is healthy. ऐसा खा के, don't mistake me madam, we are producing obesity. क्यों? वो ग्लूकोज जा के भर के क्या करना है? Make glycogen, make fat, make meat. We do not know what we are eating. That हम तो इतना हम डाइट करते हैं, क्या डाइट कर रहे हैं? I am dieting, eating oranges only for the whole day, or intermittent fasting. रात में सोना है, वो 12 hours को कैलकुलेट करे, हाउ 4 घंटे छोड़ के 16 hours I am not eating. क्या बकवास है? And in the 8 hours you eat every 2 hours. Keep it. ये क्या लाइफस्टाइल है? हम एक बार खाते हैं सुबह, next day till morning I don't care about food. I don't think about food. My body doesn't require food. It is ready to give me energy anytime I want, because the fiber is holding the glucose. Even if it is dissolved and running in the system, it is not thick, it is thin. That's why I am active all the day. What is health? Let's talk about health. Let's not worry about diabetes, because there is no diabetes at all in the world where there are millets as their food. We have eliminated thousands and thousands and thousands of people from diabetes. People who are taking 20 years of 40 units of insulin, छुटका दिया in 6 months. Gangrene, tomorrow you have to cut your leg. Start eating millets and सब कुछ काढ़ा. हमारा चरक महान भाव has told one simple sentence. I don't want to misquote him, so I will just read the. Though I know it, but I just don't want to misquote. He is a great man. I don't want to have disrespect. Yasya desha prasutasya tatyam tadaushadam hitam. Wherever you are born, the medicine is around you. So look for the plants and creepers that can. So we have identified 70 plants that can help you in different diseases and made a list of it. We call them decoctions. But then morning, what are we drinking? चाय पे चर्चा करेंगे हम, कैसे हम हमारा धरती को बचा सके. How ironic. पत्ते ले लिया, 3 दिन में 10 पत्ते आएगा। And that is our सनातन काशाय और कषाय। काशाय के बिना हमारा स्वास्थ्य नहीं है, because that's where the beginning, the foundation of health is in seeing the orange color sun, and you should never see sun after that. In fact, you should not even see the light. Our eyes are designed not to see the origin of light, they are designed to see the reflected light. इसलिए हम चांद्रमा को आंख भर दे सकते हैं, देख सकते हैं, इतना घंटा भी देखो अच्छा ही लगता है, लेकिन वो ऑरेंज कलर, वो काशाय रंग सूर्य को बिना वो 7 मिनट होता है हर जगह। दिगंत में आपको सूरज उड़ता जैसा दिखता है, लेकिन वो उड़ता नहीं है, हम घूम रहे हैं। And that is another problem. We are learning wrong things. So वो काशाय रंग सूर्य भगवान को हम 7 मिनट देखे, 7 दिन आपको स्वास्थ्य आए। So please, my request to everyone on this planet is please at least see once in 7 days. Of course, if you see daily, you are the lucky fellow. But he has been giving appointment to everyone on this planet, especially our Indians, 300 days in year. All parts of India, we have 300 days of very good sunrise. If not 300, 250 days. So that means if you watch the rising sun 250 days, you are good to go for at least 3 to 4 years. Your health. So the most important thing for human bodies is to watch the rising sun. Without that, there is no health. And then eat millets, and then drink the kadas around you. There is no need for any medicine at all. So what I am trying to communicate, if you follow this lifestyle, you can close down 95% of hospitals in the coming years. सही है? कर सकते हैं? And we should do that. Thank you.